Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. I am just a random fangirl, but you can also call me Livy. This time we're going to be reacting to The Untamed, episode number 14. I think 13 or 14. Anyway, it's been a while, and I know that I'm doing this basically same intro for all the reactions that I'm currently reacting to, but well, it's been a while and I have a lot of things to say and to update. So if you want to skip this maybe not so brief intro, and you can go ahead, I'm going to leave a marker in the video so you can just skip ahead to the actual introduction to the actual show. But if you want to know what's up and why I haven't uploaded in such a long time, then you can stay around, and I'm also going to talk about how we're going to do these reactions moving forward and about the schedule and things like that. So yeah, if you're not interested in that and you just want to get to the reaction, which, you know, fair, go right ahead. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm not really sure in which videos I had mentioned it before and in which ones I didn't, so yeah. But I'm going to try to keep this really short, but basically when I started the channel, I was almost finishing my career in architecture, but I was, you know, in just a really bad place mentally, like, mental health wise. Like, I was not really happy about my career and about how my life was turning out, and just in general, I didn't felt happy about my chosen career. And you know, your career is something that is going to take so much of your time and so much of your life, then it's a really awful feeling that I don't wish upon anyone. But yeah, I was not doing really great career wise because of that. And I mean, like, I was only up for another year and a half of studying so I could get my degree, and well, of course, social service and all of that stuff. So it was more like 2.5 years, so I could actually put all of that behind. But the thing is that I wasn't really planning on what's the word, of using my title or of actually working in the architecture segment, because architecture never really interested me. Like, I enjoy architecture as the next person, but not to actually study it and dedicate my life to that. So I was really miserable, and I started this channel because I wanted to just experience some happiness, just sharing my interests with other people with same interests, and just so I could, you know, communicate with other people. And yeah, that's basically why I started the channel. But then, for those of you who've known, I decided to quit my career about a year and a half ago, and I was just really, again, not in a great place. So that's why the uploads of the videos actually started slowing down, because I just had a lot on my mind and nothing figured out. So I took like a sabbatical year so I could figure things out and where I was going in my life, basically. And well, long story short, I started vet school about half a year ago, more or less, and I am happy. I am the happiest I've been in a long time, but it's really demanding because it's medicine. It's really hard. I was expecting it to be hard. I'm not complaining about that. I am really happy with my career. I'm really happy with my life, but it is really hard. It takes basically all of my time, and I am also working in a hospital, in a veterinarian hospital, in my free time. And then apparently this year I need to start taking up on what's the word for it in English? Well, I need to be on call, I guess that the term could be. I'm like not really internship, but just so we can, you know, see what's happening in the hospital, of the school, and actually learn from the doctors. And anyway, basically I don't have free time anymore. Like, I swear to God, you guys know, you know, just by looking at my background, that I love to read. And I kid you not, I haven't been able to pick up a single fucking book in the last 5 months. I barely finished one of the books that I was reading, and it was a nightmare because I didn't have enough time for it. So I was basically reading in the meantime of my teachers coming to class, and basically, you know, borrowing time so I could catch up on one single book in the last 5 months. So yeah, it's crazy. And I also have ADHD, as I have told you guys before. And that is not great because I am managing. I think that I gotten really good at managing how I go about things, and also I am right now in a school that I am in because of scholarship, so I have to maintain the scholarship. And yeah, it's a whole mess, and I was not planning on it to be such a huge problem for me to sit down and record. And I've been really missing just doing videos because it's sort of also my happy place, because I really enjoy it, and it brings me joy to see that apparently there are people out there that enjoy just hearing me rambling about characters and settings and designs and stories and whatnot. It really makes me happy and understood and cozy in all the ways that I never felt, because my interests are not really aligned with my family in some ways. Like, I don't really enjoy the things that they enjoy, so and my friends either. So I don't know, it's just a really nice change of pace for me. So I tried so many times to actually get something done and film in the last 5 months, and I couldn't. I recorded one episode of What We Do in the Shadows, and one episode of something else. I can't remember. I think that maybe it was Nana. I don't know. But yeah, just those 2 things, and I never got around to actually editing the videos because I was so burned out because of the school and just getting used to the way that the school works, because it's very different from what I was used to in architecture. So it's been great. I love it. I am the happiest I've ever been, and at the same time I am just so tired all the time because of all the different things that I'm doing, that I'm just sorry. That's the point of this segment. I'm just sorry that it took me so long to actually figure things out and get a time and space to actually sit down and record things, because I really enjoy doing it. I really do enjoy it so much. And yeah, but thank you for supporting me and for sticking around even when I am terrible at time managing. I swear that I'm getting better little by little, and I hope that this time the schedule that I made myself for recording actually sticks and I can be as consistent as I can. But yeah, basically just thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying my reactions. Thank you for just dedicating me some small part of your evening or your day to listen to me experiencing things for the first time or the second time or whatever time it is that I'm reacting to things, because it really means the world to me. It really makes me feel very, very, very happy to read the comments and to find out what you guys think about different shows, different movies, about what I think about them. And I don't know, it makes me really, really happy. That's it. So thank you. I am sorry that it took me so long to get my shit together, but I'm here, and yeah, I'm just going to start reacting again and make up for lost time. So that brings me up to the next thing, which is the schedule. Okay, so I was putting myself a lot of pressure before, like 5 or 6 months ago, when I stopped reacting to things, because I was basically recording, editing a lot of videos. It was my main thing for me to do in that moment. So I overdid it, because I was reacting to, at the very least, 4 or 5 different shows every day. That was crazy, because it's so much time, because you guys know that I like to talk lengthily about the things that I'm watching, and pause and fangirl and all of those things that I do. And so episodes of 20 minutes end up being videos of 1 hour, and episodes of 1 hour end up being like 2 hours. So that is just a lot of time, a lot of commitment for me to take on, because that is a lot of time. But I don't really want to change the way that I react to things, because it's the way that it works for me, and I enjoy doing it like that. So I'm going to make a few tweaks and arrangements about how I do reactions. I don't think that the Untamed is going to be subjected to those changes, so I'm not really going to explain it a lot in this video, but I'm going to explain it in other videos that are actually going to get affected by the way that I'm going to be reacting from now on, until we clear the schedule again. Because right now I have in my hands, at the very least, 15, let's say 15 things that I was reacting to, maybe even 20, plus the movies. So that was a lot, so I'm going to have to do some changes, cut some things off, not forever, just for a few months, until I can clear the schedule by finishing shows, basically. But I'm not going to really explain how that is going to work here, because the Untamed is not going to get affected by that, because there are not real seasons in the Untamed. Like, it's a stretched out story, like it's just complete. I don't know if I don't have the word for it, but it doesn't have seasons, and I don't really want to search out any arcs that can give me, this arc starts here and this arc starts here, because I don't want to get myself spoiled, because I think that is going to be a little bit hard to do. So seeing that it's a really long drama, I'm going to be just reacting to the whole of it without taking any breaks in between, like I'm going to do with other shows. So basically how it's going to work, it's right now I was again reacting every week to at the very least 15 different stuff, and that's not how I'm going to do it anymore. I'm going to be reacting just to 6 or 7 for now, and we'll see how it evolves and all of the other things. But I'm going to concentrate on actually working on the shows that are going to stay this month, so I can enjoy them and I don't rush through them. But yeah, basically, someone suggested to me a little while ago that other reaction channels were doing reactions differently, like not in the every week one episode format, but 2 episodes or 3 episodes every week, and that was better for, you know, just maintaining the flow of the channel and the engagement and all of those things. And I really consider it, and I think that is fair. I think that is going to work, because then I can focus on shows and not having to drag out, like, for example, the Untamed was going to take 50 weeks to do, and now with this new schedule it's only going to take 25, and because we are already on episode 14, it's going to take more or less 2 months, give or take, for me to actually finish the Untamed. So I think that is better, you know. So I'm going to be reacting to 2 episodes every week at the very least. Sometimes for some shows there are going to be like 3 episodes a week sometimes, because of things like season finales or stuff like that, or additional material, or, but again, I don't really think that the Untamed is going to have those until maybe the very end. So yeah, there are going to be 2 episodes of the Untamed every week moving forward, except for, which brings me back to the other change that I'm making, which is during the semester I am really busy. I really am. I am struggling to even be here. I couldn't even change my clothes, my scrubs, because I am so busy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a week off every month and a half, every time that I have important exams. So right now I am starting the new semester and I already have my whole calendar, so I can plan around my weeks that all of my teachers are doing exams. So I'm not going to be posting anything on those weeks, so I can actually focus and study the best I can, the most I can. So every month and a half, more or less, I'm going to have a week off where I'm not going to be posting anything anywhere. I'm going to let you know when that week comes off, and I'm be like, okay, yeah, this week there are not going to be any updates because of this, and this. And then the next week we're going to resume again, and we're going to work through that. And yeah, that is the 2 biggest changes that are going to occur in the channel. I think that's it. I talked a lot. Oh my god, 20 minutes. Oh god, I am so sorry. Okay. So, I think that that's it. I don't think that I have anything else to announce or to say. So, yeah, I think that that's about it for the announcements. So, now we're going to be entering in the matter. The Untamed. It's been a while since I last saw it. I couldn't really rewatch any of the episodes before I started recording this one, so I'm just going to say what I remember about the last episode. So I mean, I do remember pretty much everything, because I don't have that bad of memory about shows and movies and stuff like that. So basically, in broad strokes, what was happening, and I'm not really going to say last episode because that was a long time ago, so I'm just going to give the general picture about the things, the most important things that are happening right now in the story, and then we'll go from there. So, the Wen clan is having this thing where basically he's, I don't want to say extorting because it's not extortion, but it's like threatening the the sects, in order to keep them, quiet and calm and not causing any problems for them, so they are sending all of the heirs to the Wens so they can stay there basically as hostages, and under the pretense of training and learning and indoctrination. And I'm not really sure if that is a word in English or if I just spell English, but okay. And that is happening, and yeah, so that is not great. And then we had the whole thing that happened at Gusulan, and that was a shit show. And yeah, that was a shit show. And well, a lot of things were happening while they were in, oh my god, what is it called? The place where the Wen clan, the Wen sect is like residing in. Oh my god, I forgot what the name of the place is, but well, they are basically all there, and they are hostages. They are fancy hostages, because we are pretending like there are no hostages, but they also cannot use their swords, and we're bullying them. So great times. Wen Chao is as cute as ever, isn't he? He's just a doll. And yeah, oh my god, my camera is not focusing. Let me just, oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, that's basically happening. And okay, so last time we were actually on, it was not really a night hunt, but they were basically taking all of these fancy hostages that they have, Wen Chao and this other girl that I don't remember her name, and we were taken into a cave. I'm not really sure if they said the name of the cave, but well, we were there and a lot of shit happened. And yeah, everyone was in problems, and yeah, I really have a lot of questions about what is going to happen there, because it doesn't seem great for, at the very least, Wei Wuxian and Lan Chan. So it is not great. It's a shit show. I am really concerned, because it seems like war is about to explode at any given moment, because the Wens are really becoming so not obsessed with power, because no, but they are becoming really obvious about what they're doing. So I have a feeling that at some point the sects are going to be like, you know what, we're not taking this shit anymore. Like, who do you think you are? And war is going to happen, because, like, let's be honest, most of the heirs were about to die last episode, and I don't think that when all of the information about what's happening inside, when that information breaks out to the public and to the different sects, I don't think that they're going to be happy. I'm not really sure which ones are willing to act, though, because it is tense. It is definitely a tense climate right now. But how tense is it? Like, is it tense enough for them to actually be like, fuck this, we are going to war? Or maybe some sects are willing to go to war, and then some other sects maybe are going to ally with the Wen clan. I don't know. There are so many questions up in the air, but tension is high. Tension is brewing. I'm going to try and rewatch some of the episodes in my free time, just so I can get again the gist, because I mean, like, I don't really know if I should call it political intrigue, but it kind of is. There is a lot of political themes and intrigue, so I just want to refresh my memories in those terms, because I do remember characters, I do remember all of the things, but I just want to really take a moment and refresh my knowledge of these political themes, because they are hard of understand in the show if you don't remember everything that there is to remember about the nuances of them. So yeah, anyway, things are not looking great, and we'll see what's going to happen to them, because Wen Chao just run like a little coward, like, you know, I mean, like, we knew he was a coward, but like, anyway, that is it. I've been talking for at the very least half an hour, so this is going to be a long video. I just know it. So I guess that's all I have to say. When I refresh my memory and I watch the episode, I'm probably going to have more to say, but for now, that's all I have to say. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. And I guess that's it. So without further ado, let's jump into the reaction, shall we? Yeah.
而且跟那个妖兽还有一战。你跟那妖兽像和王八，一只大王八。有一种神物，便是如此形态。
Okay.
神物？你说的可是玄武神兽？
啊。
玄武。
玄武。
龟蛇合体，鬼水神。正是。
Interesting.
哪有神兽长这样的？还吃人？跟想象中的也差太远了吧
Yeah, honey, there is.
真正的玄武神兽。
啊。
我曾经听说一尊假玄武，与这只妖兽很像。
Huh. But why? How? The winds? No, I don't think so.
咱以前被提到过的屠戮玄武。
What? What is it? What are those? Corpses? What the hell? Ugh. Oh yeah, they're corpses, all right. What? More corpses, great. Amazing. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Honey, I don't think that you should take such a close look. Yeah, maybe get back. Yeah. I don't think that sword looks suspicious. I don't think that you should touch it. I don't think that you should touch it. Why are you touching it? Oh god, yeah, I told you so. I told you so. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. That is not good. Oh, honey. What the hell? Oh god. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, what the heck? Okay, that is a way to go about it. Oh. Oh. I mean, I think that it is slowing down its movements, at least a little bit, but... Oh! I think that it's... The sword is moving. Oh my god, again? Honey, I don't think that that's great. Maybe you should let go. About now. Yep. Yeah, I think that maybe you should let go. Like, just... Oh, honey, you don't look so good. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah. He's really pale. Oh, God. Everyone's hands are just getting lashed and smashed and bloody. And, oh. He's getting influenced. I mean, like, of course, but... Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, like, that is really cool, but I don't think that that's good. Precisely. Like, I mean, like... Because of the type of, you know, energy that it is. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, God. They are in love, Your Honor. No, but the way that he cynically looks at him. My heart. Oh, honey! Oh, God. He's just something else, isn't he? No, he's pouting. God! Honey! Oh my god. Oh. He's a baby. Oh. Oh, he actually did. Oh no, it's the song! It's their song! No, their flashbacks! Oh god, I am so weak for them. I am a weak, weak woman. And thanks for the recap. For me. Like, oh. Oh, he was so pissed right there. Oh, this moment was so everything. Oh, they are so sweet. I cannot believe that he actually did. No, of course. I am pretty sure that he would only sing for you. Like, that's it. Just for you. Oh my god! What's the name? Why can't we hear it? Oh God. I need to know the name of the song now. Poor baby. He's going through so much. He's going through everything right now. Where is Lan Chan? Hi, babe. Oh, he's so worried. I mean, like, of course he would be. He's his brother-in-law, basically. So, like, of course. But, like, well, like, you know, I never really disliked him. Like, I thought that his character was, you know, nuanced, because you can see, we as the audience know more about what's going on with him and Zhan Li, and it is complicated. Of course it is. And I never really disliked him, but I'm growing really fond of him in these last episodes. Like, my baby knows things. I just feel so bad that I cannot, for the life of me, remember his name. I know that he's the Qin, you know, of the Qin clan, of course. But, like, oh my God, his name just, I just cannot remember. No, I cannot remember. I'm sure that they'll say his name, but oh my God. I love him. Yeah. Of course not. Of course not. What are you talking about? The relationship is so interesting. Oh, baby, honey, sweetie, what are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, he was worried. Oh, I'm sure that he had to go through some shit. Oh, yeah. For Shuyang, the last piece. But okay. So they prefer to take care of the Jin iron first, because of the power that it possesses, before, you know, concerning themselves about this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they thought they were all going to die anyway, so, you know, maybe that's why there wasn't any people to actually stop them from leaving, you know, or maybe they didn't care enough because of how close they are to the goal. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so they are all fed up. I told you that was going to happen. I love his. I have to say it. Like, I love his and Yang Cheng's how do you say it? Flip of the I forgot the name. The flip, the hand flip that they do, and the clothes just go whoosh. They look so elegant every time they do it. This is so peaceful that I am worried. Oh! So it is an exercise. Oh. Oh. Oh, they were so worried. Oh. I am so worried though, because this. Oh my God! I knew that this. Oh, they are so sweet together. You know, siblings.
世界上最好喝的莲藕排骨汤。你是不知道，我在宣武洞那几天啊，肚子饿的时候，满脑子都是师姐你做的莲藕排骨。
I bet.
你别着急，慢点喝，锅里还有呢。
好喝。
阿倩，怎么样？
It kind of bothers me, like, I have to say, like, it kind of bothers me that the translations of these names are, like, not really correct, because you can infer so much about a person's relationship with someone else just based on the way that they call them. Like, and I think that that is true for, yeah, everything, but mostly for, you know, Chinese, Japanese stuff, because of how things work in those cultures. So I think that it's fundamental that they do translate those titles properly, because I just don't know, something in my soul just icks whenever I see that they are translating Shijie about like gently, and it's like no, that is like not the correct vibe. And unless I misheard that, I'm pretty sure that he just called Wei Wuxian Xian the same way that Zhan Li does. So that just expresses so much familiarity and care and you know, like such a warm and close relationship with someone else, with your basically adopted son. So it is such an important thing, because it is so different than just translating it as Wuxian, because like it is not the same vibes, it is not the same meanings. It is so important to the character dynamics in these settings for the titles to be correct, and they are never correct. And I mean, like, because I do have some knowledge of Chinese culture and Danmei in general, and about how Wuxia and Xianxia worlds work, I can, you know, infer those things by listening and just paying attention, and most of the time I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, so that makes sense. But when the subtitles are so wrong, it just icks me. It's like, it is not hard to translate it. I mean, like, yeah, it is hard to translate it accurately, but like yeah. Anyway, yeah, it just bothers me.
让你受苦了。江叔说，我其实还好，只是在那个洞里面待了几天。倒是江城，
Oh,
奔波了数日来。
he did. I love that he's. It is really interesting about how.
做得不错。
It is really interesting to see and appreciate how complicated these dynamics are, because just by those looks you can infer so much about the relationship between them, and that, you know, the relationship between Yang Chang and what was his name, well, his dad, it's not so great, I want to say. Like, you know, he's not violent with him, but I don't know, it's just that sometimes it just, I don't know, it's just that those looks were like, yeah, whatever. Like, I don't know, the way that he's treating Wei Wuxian, I think that it's contrasting so much about how Yang Cheng is like right now just responding to this whole scene, and that is so interesting. I really want to see more about the dynamics in this family, because in that other scene with what was her name, Madame, well, you know, his mom, it was also really interesting, because it was also such a contrast, because this clan leader seems to have Wuxian in so high esteem, and he treats him so well, and it's a really sharp contrast about how we see her speaking to him, right? And now, yeah, anyway, these relationships are so complicated.
阿成啊，有些话就算是生气，也不能
I mean, like,
说，
fair,
就表明你还没明白我云梦江氏的家训。
but he's so harsh on him.
他不明白有什么关系啊？
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this just got really
可
tense.
为而为之，说的可不就是想他
Attempting
这
the
个知道会
impossible.
给家里带来什么麻烦，就还要闹腾。
你怎么来了？
小，我竟要被这样询问，江宗主，你还记不记得我也是莲花坞的主人？
Ooh.
记得这里的每一块土地都是我的地界，记不记得这坐着的和站着的哪个才是你儿子？
当然记得。
I mean, do you?
但光是记得也没什么用。
Ooh. Ooh, harsh words, but you know there is some truth in them.
一天不惹事就浑身不自在，早知道就应该让他待在莲花坞，禁止出门。那个温潮，难道真的还敢把姑苏兰氏和兰陵金氏的2个小公子怎么样了？就算敢怎么样，那也是他们运气不好，轮得着你去称英雄？我今天把话放在这儿，你们等着瞧，他早晚有一天会给咱们家惹出大乱子不可。
行了，
I mean,
回去说。
回去说什么？回哪里说？我偏要在这里说。
ooh, she's really harsh. My poor baby! He looks so helpless. This is so complicated. Oh my god. Like, it was already complicated just with the 3 of them, but adding it was her name, Madame Ju, right? To the mix? Oh my god. I mean, like, oh god! She's really harsh. And I don't really like how she treats Wuxian, but I also kind of get it because, yeah, I was due getting those vibes from the clan leader. Like, he's all smiles and sweet to Wuxian, but then with Yang Cheng, he is, again, not awful, not bad, but more dismissive, I want to say. More, or not dismissive, but strict, harsh. And I get it, sometimes that's how you are with your kids in comparison to other people's kids, right? Because they are your kids. But still, a lot of what she said hold truth in the words. Like, I don't know about the accusations, about all of the other things, but, you know, just about how he's treating Wuxian and how he treats Yang Cheng and all of those things. Like, yeah, I do feel like she has a point. Like, damn, she might be harsh, and yeah, but like, you know, if he doesn't want to hear it, it's because of something, you know, like those words, I know that he knows that they carry some truths. So, like, damn. And that is so interesting because it not only really, like, I have to guess that, I mean, like, I don't know if their marriage, because of the time period, right? I don't know if they married because they were in love and then, you know, problems started with Wuxian, or if this was more like a political marriage, an alliance marriage, something like that. I'm not really sure. But they don't really seem to be on the greatest terms, by her talking about how he looks down on, or well, not looks down, but treats differently Yang Cheng just because it's her son. You know, like that, those words carry a lot of meaning behind them. So yeah, they are not in the greatest of terms, and that affects Yang Cheng and probably Zhan Li to some extent. And also their personalities are so so opposite, and the way that they are doing things. And I get it, if the leader clan is being somewhat partial towards Wei Wuxian, like maybe that's why she feels like she has to be this way in order to secure her child a better life, and also because of all the problems between them. But that also means such a complicated relationship between Yang Cheng and his parents in their own unique ways, and how he's often put in the middle of his discussions, as Wei Wuxian is. And that also means like this has so many layered meanings just by this complex relationship, because the siblings all do care for one another, all love one another. They are good siblings, like they actually do care a lot about one another, and they understand each other as much as you can expect siblings to do. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Yang Cheng sometimes, it's jealous of Wei Wuxian, because it's just normal. It's just really normal for him to feel that way. And that means some frictions and some complexities between Wei Wuxian and Yang Cheng, even when Wei Wuxian is not really to blame. And I think that of course Yang Cheng knows that, but still you sometimes can't help but to feel the way that you feel. So I don't know, really complex, really interesting.
将来做了家主啊，我就做你的下属，就像你爹和我爹一样。这姑苏有双璧算什么？咱们云梦就有双杰。所以谁都不能这么说你。
Oh, you're so sweet.
谁敢说我就揍谁，知不知道？就你现在这样，能揍谁啊？想成你，现在疼得要死。当初为什么逞英雄？活该，给你长记性。我是逞英雄吗？我那是迫不得已。
They are so sweet. I really love their relationship, even if it's complicated sometimes. So that was the episode. Really, really great, really, really fascinating. I didn't really have a lot of to talk about because most of the first half were things that were more like the relationship developing between Wei Wuxian and Lan Xan, and the whole thing with the sword, and that is really concerning all by its own. And the thing about the Wen clan actually knowing about what happened and being like, whatever, let them, I don't care. And Xu Yang and the Jin Iron. So like there were a lot of stuff happening, but also not a lot. So it was really interesting. But that last segment, those family relationships are so complicated and so interesting to just think about and figure out, because they do affect the characters a lot in a good written story, which this is. So I just love it because it is complex, but you can still feel the characters so real. And these struggles, damn, it is hard. It is, but I am glad that Wei Wuxian is trying in his own way to talk things out with Yang Cheng and to ease some of his worries, even when the things that he's saying do have some truth to them about how he feels about them and how he perceives them. And again, it's complicated. My poor baby, not getting any recognition, and I get it. Like, you need to figure out what you want to do with your life on your own sometimes. And sometimes you're not going to live up to the expectations of other people, and it is hard, but you should do it for yourself. what is best for yourself and for your goals and for the kind of person that you are. But still, it is understandable and just human nature that we still crave for the approval of someone as fundamental in our lives as our parents. So it is hard. I really do want to see more about the relationship between Zhan Li and her parents and how she fits into this whole dynamic, because we got a little bit of that with the other scene when they were eating, and she didn't get a lot of protagonism as Yang Chang and Wei Wuxian, and I think that mainly that's because she's a girl and because she doesn't really have anything to do with the problems that lie there. But it is really interesting to see her role in this whole complex relationship of people. I do want to know more about the relationship between the clan leader and Wei Wuxian's parents, because that is really interesting with a lot of really interesting implications. I do want to hear more about the relationship and the marriage between Madame Zhu and the clan leader, and why is this sour. And yeah, it could be really nice if we got some moments between the clan leader and Yang Cheng that maybe they're not all fluff, but I think that we all need some closure like for things to actually start getting better for him a little bit. Like, of course, it's a story, things have to happen, there has to be drama, that is just how things go, and I'm not complaining about that at all, but I really do want to see more about that and see in which direction this story is going to take. So again, really interesting. I really love this episode. All the moments between Wuxian was just amazing. I really do love it. I cannot wait to read the novel also and watch the donghua. By this point, like, it's been so long since I started this that oh my god, it feels like it's going to take forever for me to get to those other adaptations. But this story is really, really great. I am really having so much fun with it, and yeah, so I don't think that I have a lot to say. I want to rewatch some of the other episodes, but this episode was pretty straightforward in the things that was happening. It was more like, again, developing some things and then setting up some other things that are going to happen, like the clans finally taking a stance against the Wen clan, and the whole thing that is happening with the Iron Jinn, and stuff like that. It was great. I love it. I am really sad that Lan Chan had to leave so early before, and I am so sorry about my cell phone. It's new. I don't know how to work through it right now, but anyway, so yeah, it just makes sense that Wei Wuxian is a little bit worried because of the state of the Guzulan clan right now. I am also really worried for him because he was already injured, but it makes sense that he would want to return to his sect because things are not looking great for them right now, and yeah, it's just complicated. It seems like war is on the horizon, and like, I love the way that the story started because it gives us so much context about the things and themes that are going to happen throughout the story, but still leaves you with so many questions and plot twists. But at the same time, some of the things that are going to happen, and they are so rough to wrap your head around, because you're just getting used to the characters, you're just falling in love with them or hating them. And like, the fact that, for example, I'm pretty damn sure that Zhan Li is going to die because of what we saw in the first episode, it is really hard. I don't know how to even process it. I don't even know how to deal with it. I just sometimes I just ignore the information that we were given in that first episode. I wish that I didn't remember so much as I do, but okay, that is fine. We'll live through it. But yeah, so anyway, I think that's it. So if you like this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment or whatever you want. It would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I'm going to leave you my link to the Patreon, and I also post it here on YouTube now in the community tab, so you know, just so you can know when I'm going to react to certain things. And I think that's it, so we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye.